Well, Kansas University, North Carolina, who really cares when you got the CSC Challenger Series going on, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. William Stewart here of USA Darts. Alongside me, of course, is Mr. Sean Green of To The Point Streaming. How's it going, buddy?
What is up, brother? I have to ask, are you a huge Kansas Jayhawks fan? Like, is this bothering you?
Don't even care, honestly. Never been a really big basketball fan. I did like the Shockers when we were having our little run there, but
There you go.
yeah, I would rather be doing this.
Well, fair enough, man. I'm excited for tonight's battle. It's going to be a good one. Uh, Man, this is going to be the last time we're going to speak together on the same broadcast without meeting each other. Isn't that
I
weird?
know. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I'm not gonna know what to do. Do I like?
Do we slap hands or what do we do? You know?
I don't
Do
know.
like an
I don't know.
awkward hug from Step Brothers? Is that what we're going to do?
We'll figure it out. Going for the shake and the hug at the same time. I guess that's how that's how it'll have to be. But
Are you going to go
anyway,
90? I have to come 10? Is that what's going to happen?
we'll go full 100. Who cares, right? Well, folks, welcome to some more Division One action here this evening. As it's going to be Mike Carter taking on Brett Hollinday in a battle on the loser side. It's a top 12, I believe. No, top 8, top 12.
Yeah, there are 8 darters left in this thing, man. And Arizona's Mike Carter, who defeated Brian Dennis last night 9-7 to get to the matchup tonight. He's sponsored by Super Darts. He's averaging a 4.82 in this CSC Challenger Series, but I don't think that includes last night's match. He's taking on Minnesota's Brett Hollinday. He's from Duluth, Minnesota. He's averaging a 5.04 and defeated Skylar Lapine last week, 9-7 as well to get to this top 8. They have an even amount of 9 marks. Both of them have 31, so it's also a little battle of that going on too, bud.
Yeah, I noticed that kind of going in my pregame notes here as we kind of heard the tail of the tape between these guys. A little discrepancy in the averages of the 4.82 and a 5.04, but these guys sit neck and neck on those win percentages, 55.6% for Brett and a 54.2 for Mike. So neck and neck battle we look forward here tonight from Bull Shooters and the Pit Stop. Should be a pretty fun one between these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I will point out, although Mike's average is a little bit lower, and a little bit discrepancy, he did just beat Brian Dennis last night, who was averaging a 5.16 in this. So he's beat someone already with a higher average in the past 24 hours than Brett in this series. So I think the averages go out the window.
Yeah, that was a battle last night with Brian Dennis, 9-7 there for Mike. I mean, goodness gracious, is definitely Bullshooters was active watching that one on a Sunday evening. But yeah, I mean, it should be a barn burner match here. I know we're all excited to get going. Another Division One throwdown here in this CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by the PPD. We gotta we gotta take a look at this bracket, man. I think Nick's got it pulled up here. There we go.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
you can. Oh, you go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, who's meeting these guys here? Go ahead.
Yeah, so you got Ram Gravera. They're sitting at the 5th, 6th spot. He will take on the winner of this match between Mike Carter and Brett Hollanday. And when you look down, you got Jordan Meyer, the Laughing Assassin, waiting on the winner of John Edwards and Rick Hensey. And that one is going on currently. And from what I saw on Facebook earlier, wow. There's a
Fireworks.
lot of boom goes the dynamites going on that stream. I hope someone's yelling them out for him.
What are they say that? Boom goes the Iowan, boom goes the Minnesotan. I don't know how that would work. Whatever.
Minnesotan. You got to add like a little.
Minnesotan. There we go. But no, that should be an entertaining battle to see who plays Mr. Jordan Meyer out of the South 94 Bistro. So yeah, over on the winter side though, some entertaining things happening there. We're kind of waiting on that match to happen with Leonard Gates and Kenny Doyle. Of course, we all
Yeah.
know that Leonard Gates is overseas right now. He's playing at the Lakeside here. I think that match is. I think he starts tomorrow with Jules Van Dongen, I believe.
I believe that you are correct in round number
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, so and unfortunately, it would have been interesting if Kevin Luke would have won that match because then he would have been playing Leonard Gates, but he's going to be playing the Muffin Man, so expect some goodies on the stage there for that one. But we'll have that match coming up, I believe Monday the 18th is what I heard. Let me check my calendar. Yes, it looks like the 18th when we'll get them back in action on
The
that women's.
side profile was great that I just got from you there.
You like that? You like that? Hey, I tell you
Eh,
what.
yep, alright.
If you don't put a funny on that one, I swear. I swear, Nick.
Hey, by the way, today we are giving away on the stream, A to Z Darts is giving away a set of Devin Peterson Type 2 Trinidad soft tip darts. The barrel weighs 21 grams, fully assembled. Weight is 23 grams. I don't think that's correct, right? For steel tip, that would be correct. For soft tip, uh,
Oh yeah, it would be something a little bit different.
I think it's 18 and 19 on that for the soft tip. Um, but 95% tungsten and a value of $90. So big giveaway tonight for a set of those brand new Devin Peterson darts. Those came out last week, if I'm not correct or not mistaken. Correct?
Yeah, that's the shot version. This is going to be the Trinidad one, so a little bit older series from his
Okay.
previous ones, but still, I mean, a good looking dart. Um, and I'm excited that they're just coming on board and doing this kind of thing. When you're talking about a $90 value, people get excited, and for just a simple like and comment, why not throw those in there as we see a few? I mean, my wife is in here commenting. Gosh, I hope she doesn't win.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Let us know where you're tuning in from, who you have tonight. Um, Let us know if you're going to be in Vegas with us this weekend. That's going to be a lot of fun as well. But hit that share button for us because, man, you want to talk about excitement? We are sponsored by A to Z Darts for this CSC Challenger Series. And for those of you not familiar with A to Z Darts' monthly barrel sale, this is called their Dart of the Month. For the month of April, they are featuring the entire Devin Peterson darts range by Shot Darts. You'll receive a free shot keychain with purchase of any shot dart or shot Devin Peterson barrels, ending April 30th. Devin Peterson has darts in his blood. From big dreams in a small garage in South Africa to competing with his heroes on the world stage, Devin blazes a trail and bears the torch for his homeland. Head on over to A2ZDarts.com and click on the Dart of the Month banner at the top of the page to support the African warrior.
There you go. That would be the the new shot line that we're talking about here, with the free shot keychain. So yeah, that's pretty good little deal there. Nice little extra added value for those purchase of one of those 3 barrel lines with the greatness. I think wisdom and courage is what they're called, I believe. So 3 nice looking darts. I think they got a 95, a 90, and an 80% tungsten there. So nice line.
Yeah, it looks beautiful too. I mean, whew, you're not going to get a much cleaner looking dart than that new barrel from Devin Peterson.
Shot does a phenomenal job. I mean, they make those pieces of art instead of just pieces of tungsten, and yeah, some crazy things that they do with their barrel line.
Yeah, absolutely, man. As it looks like they might be getting going here in just a second. Mr. Dirachi, the young buck himself, Mr. Nick Teixeira, is on the phone trying to get things going. Fun fact, I listen to podcasts in my car to and from wherever I'm going, and also books, audibles, audiobooks. And the audiobook I'm reading right now is Joe Buck's uh, his autobiography.
Terrible choice. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. I cannot believe you. With your podcast that you listen to at 1.5 speed.
Well, I
That's
listened
just
to that on 1.5 speed too. So
that's just criminal, people. That's just criminal.
hey, I feel like I'm reading. You know, as a language arts teacher, I actually don't read as much as you would think because I don't have free time to read my own stuff. I get to read whatever they want me to read, and autobiographies have been kind of my thing recently. They just interest me, you know.
Getting it all here on this Monday night from the CSC Challenger Series brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. What's going on, Tyler McKelvey? Thanks for joining us. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Like always, we appreciate that, folks. We're getting up to the 200 mark on all our social platforms. So appreciate you guys tuning in as we get going here in just a moment with this match between Mike Carter and Brett Hollinday.
I love this. Luke Payne says Minnesota. Minnesota. Half hour
Minnesota.
north of where Brett is throwing from. See you guys in Vegas, flying in Friday morning. Well, we will see you there for sure. We go live at 1 p.m. Eastern, uh, 11 a.m. No, 10 a.m. Pacific.
Yep, 10 a.m. Pacific. There you go, buddy.
Woo, as we're right here at the count up. Mike Carter's going to shoot here at the count up first. It is split bowl. So you see that is why he's shooting at the trips there. 442, not the best start from him. Let's see what Brett can do from, what is the name of the location he's playing at?
Brett
Yep.
is at the pit stop.
Doesn't that kind of look like a background of like a place that would be called the pit stop? And it's everything that I imagined and more. It looks fantastic.
I love it. I love it as we see Mike Carter go ahead and win our diddle there as we got Joplin, Missouri tuning in. Emmett, California, Tucson, Arizona, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, South Dakota tuning in. Love to see that.
Go to Lafayette, Indiana.
I was going to say a couple Indiana people in there. Greenfield as well.
Shout out Greenfield. Greenfield darts, I'm telling you, man. Greenfield is like a family of darters. There's like 30 or 40 of them, and they travel everywhere together, including Josh Mays, who is a fantastic human being. I got to meet him a few weeks ago because he played at the Siege.
Don't tell me Amanda Potts is our only Wisconsin person in here. That is a joke, if not, because I know you guys are flooding this chat in the background. Come on, Wisconsinites, where you at?
There you go. Chris Martz, Hartford, Wesco.
There we go.
That's the
Now they're
first.
starting to flood in.
There you go. St. Joseph, Missouri.
Nice, nice. I'm 6 hours away from where I'm at. See
There's
the
all
attack.
There's all the Wisconsinites.
See a nice attack there on the 19s from Brett.
Yeah, this is a magical display here from Mike. He's starting to get to the point where that dart's hitting the dartboard before he even releases it.
I know that one.
Impressive stuff.
Trust me, I know that nightmare of an occasion with some of my recent videos.
No, I just play around with things. That's how I roll. It's more of just a fun thing for me because I always look at both. I always watch the player and then for some reason feel like I'm tracking the dart into the dartboard. Do you do that?
A little bit here and there. I sometimes just find myself on the dartboard instead of the player, or just on the player.
I know. I legitimately track it like it's actually being thrown. I don't know if it looks like that on my screen when you just watch me watch them, but that's legitimately what I'm doing. Probably weird. Probably shouldn't do that. Seeing both these guys at a 4.75 in this first leg. So more of a scrappier one. We'll see what Mike does. He's going to stay right there and point. There's a nice trip on the second one. He stayed there all three. So they're going to play a little point battle here. You love to see a point battle.
Yeah, you definitely do like to see that. Nice triple 4 mark now. Let's see what he can convert. Just a 5, so 5 on the 18s for Brett. Still down in points. Mike Carter stepping to the throw line here.
Mike going to stay on the 20s? He is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's going to stay on the points and make him know it.
Oh, he went for it on the art 3. I'm good with that. Over 100-point lead. It was the time. Technically 3 in the bed here. Would have gotten a pretty good point lead, though. But Brett only gets 5 of them, so still behind in points. So Mike, again, will look back at the... Nope, he'll close the 18s first. Now he's going back to the 20s. Gets it on dart 3. Good look at the close there. He kind of changed up his strategy a little bit from earlier on. And remember, Brett's had the higher average between the two players in the CSC Challenger Series. So does Mike want to continue to play this long-winded game, especially coming off last night's 9-7 victory over um, Brian Dennis, who had to make him work super hard for it too.
Man, I thought you were going to forget that one. I was about to call you old man status, but hey, you caught it. There you go.
It was pausing for a dramatic effect.
All right, all right. Well, let's hear the tail of the tape here for Mike. It was Hunter Van Beck in the first round, a win there. Christian Lopez in the second round, win there. Meeting Kenny Doyle in the third round took the L, unfortunately, in that one, and that, of course, led him to Brian Dennis with that 9-7 win last night for Brett. First round, he got a bye. That's always a good thing. Well, in some cases, it can be tough on your second match, but he recovered and got a round two victory over Johnny Lackey. Round three was Jordan Meyer that put him in the loser side, and then round four, of course, you mentioned it, Skylar Lapine, 9-7 win there.
Yeah, that's a tough bracket for sure. Paul Martin, can I get a preemptive? Boom goes the dynamite. Well, there you go, Paul. How many times am I going to be asked to say that this week?
I don't know. You might get a handful, but you better not be popping it off left and right over on our page. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna be asking for it every 5 minutes. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, where's the booms, guys? This is what I'm here for." I just wanted to chime in because I was talking with Kenny when he first played Mike Carter after his match, and Kenny's a guy that's a man of very few words for the people that has a chance to talk with him, and he had nothing but nice things to say about Mike Carter's ability, and that he was not surprised to see him still in the tournament taking down people left and right. So, and same thing with Brian about Brett. So both those guys right now are just tough shots, and even the top shots in the tournament are showing nothing but respect towards these guys. So I have no clear favorite from either of those guys. They're both phenomenal athletes.
Well, when we're talking about getting into your top 8 here, I mean, that's the thing about it is every match is difficult. Every player that's been playing up to this point is put on at least some form of a display to get there. Of course, that's not saying any bad things about the people that unfortunately fell out of the bracket early. It just speaks to volumes of how many good players we have involved in this thing.
Look at this. Oh, 7 mark. You're absolutely right, buddy. It's a testament to how good these players are, to where it really does come down to a remote match connection disrupted. Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's see if we can get this thing
Whale.
back in it. Maybe a little internet issue, a little hiccup here.
We'll figure it out. But in the meantime, buddy, you're absolutely right. When you get to the top 8, it's timing. It is timing to get you kind of to this point, or you kind of do have that top of the road, those top 2 guys that are still over on the winner side. I mean, obviously are crazy good when it comes to their average just kind of sticking around that 5.5, 5.6 range, and it takes a special day from someone of real high averages 9 different times in order to defeat those guys. It can be done, and we've seen instances where it's been close to being done. It could get tough there at the very end.
Yeah, it certainly can. As we're seeing let's see if they can kind of reconnect here. Unfortunately, it's the nature of playing online play. We've all had those hiccups before, whether it be Dark Connect or other online platforms for Steel Tip, and then of course Grandboard, things like that for Soft Tip. I mean, always going to be something here or there, whether it's our side or theirs.
Well, this one I think I can easily blame on their side. No, I'm just kidding.
Who knows? That's just a thing. That's when you're talking about so many variables, whether it be Florida for Nick, I in Kansas, you in Indiana, Mike in Phoenix, Arizona, and then Brett, of course, up there in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
You're going to keep doing it. I knew you were.
Well, I can't stop now. Boom goes the Minnesotan. Like, that's how I'm going to have to say that tonight. No,
I'm
It's
thinking of all those the Miracle on Ice. I'm thinking of that movie.
oh yeah. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. Uh, good stuff. So I actually
You
read his autobiography too, and he talks about that moment and says he remembers very vividly for the last minute of that game, knowing that like it was going to be a historical moment. So he tried his best just to stay in the moment and do the best possible play-by-play that he could, without like focusing on the fact of like the storyline of the USA beating the Soviets. And he said at the very end, when there was a couple of seconds left, like that's when he let it go, and that's when he said what he said.
Well, we definitely lost some viewers after you said. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's definitely inspirational stuff. And to be honest, I'm pretty upset at your impersonation there because it's. Do you believe in miracles?
That was better. That was better for sure.
Way better. Way better. Oh man. Oh man.
All
Now
right.
let's see what this does to these guys' rhythm because
Now,
um,
now it
can
just said
affect it.
machine is not connected to the internet, is what just popped up there real quick on the screen.
They got to be unplugging and rebooting underway as Nick
Yeah.
works underneath the background. If he would, kick it on over to our beautiful faces, I guess you could stare at something instead of, nothing. But,
Oh,
he's
this
on
is
the
fun to.
phone.
It's fun to watch them scramble. He can't hear us at all. He has no idea what we're talking. Let's talk about him as much as possible right now while we can. So, he got a haircut. It looks nice. What do you think?
It's semi decent, I would say. I mean, I wish you would have got those sideburns done up a little bit better, but
Yeah. Yeah,
to
I
each
agree with
their
that.
own. To
Yeah.
each their own. I got to tell you, Young Buck is doing really well for himself.
Yeah.
He's taking his editing skills to the next level. He's starting to do that, starting to do some shoots and stuff like that, and take this side of things a little bit more seriously. So kudos to you, Nick.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Nick has been fantastic. We've just seen him grow right before our eyes since we started the CSC Challenger Series with him. It's
Grows
so
like a
great.
pesky weed that you just don't want around, but we still deal with it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, he's honestly fantastic. He's been the thing that's held us together for the most part, it seems like. No, I'm kidding. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
They're unplugging the board and plugging it back in and doing all that
Oh,
stuff.
okay. I was so scared there for a second. I was like, are these guys moving cameras here? Nope, just the board. That can be a tricky thing.
Guys, how are you guys doing? What questions you got for us? Let us know in the chat here.
Yeah, why not take a moment? Let's answer some questions. Let's get some hearts in there for Mr. Nick to share. He's working hard in the background, getting these guys to reboot everything. So
I see Mike Redmond there in the chat saying resetting the board at shooters. Appreciate that, sir. Mike Carter wanted to give you a shout out, buddy, for all the support you give him in the CSC. You played phenomenally on the stream a few weeks ago, bud. That was a tough one. I don't think there was a whole lot you could have done about that match, bud. So, shout out to you from Mike. You support all of the throwers out of there, and he just really appreciates that. Mike, of course, is sponsored by Super Darts. So, Jake asked earlier in the chat, what darts is he throwing with? It is his Super Dart barrel, I believe, for Mike Carter. Is that true, bud?
I believe so. I know that. I saw that Kenny Doyle's getting a new barrel. I saw that. So that's interesting information for our Kenny Doyle lovers out there.
Yeah, I almost went over and bought those things immediately when I saw them. I was like, oh my gosh, maybe this is the secret. And then I realized, no, you're still gonna suck. And held off on that. I was like, that could be one good bet on the table next week.
Oh my goodness. Hey, you're right there. One good bet on red or black. Hey, you never know what could happen. Take your chances and run, right?
Yep. Guys, we are trying to reboot the internet over at the Bullshooter Bar in Arizona. It looks like they got it. Oh, baby. This could be a Boom Goes to Dynamite type of situation here if they get this match going again.
Now we'll see how they kick in gear, though. That's the problem. Is that a little hiccup like this? I think it'll take a little bit to kind of settle back into the match. I mean, they really didn't get going before, unfortunately, it fell out. So
What?
they really didn't get going into the match before it fell out. So I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna have to restart here.
I don't know. I think it will go back to where they were playing, but I don't know at all. You could be absolutely right. I get that's gonna keep me on the edge of my seat until this thing gets started.
You didn't think about that, did you?
I did not. That'd be so awesome to like
Be-
restart this whole thing.
Well, the problem is, I think they're about to end, or they were still kind of in the, just kind of getting to the 16-15s, if I remember, on this match before kind of things went south, unfortunately, and disconnect. So if it starts up where it would, I mean, it might be a little bit hectic there to finish out that first leg. If not, well, then we'll just restart and see how it goes.
Yeah, I think that it will go back to where they left off, and it seems like a lot of other people agree with me there. But we'll see what happens. You never know.
Well,
Brett Davis says Kenny and Gates ? They will be playing, I believe you said the 18th, right?
yeah, that's what I think I saw PPD answer in a question on their Facebook page today. Was the 18th is I think what they're planning on doing with Gates being overseas at the lakeside and
Yep.
going to NDA right after that. So
Oh, is Gates going to be at NDA?
that's what he said at Booyah. We went out to lunch with Lim and a bunch of other guys, and he was saying that he's planning on going. He's got like an open end ticket, so however he does at the lakeside, he'll quickly jump on a jet and head
Well,
back whenever he does.
well, I hate to do this to him, but I really hope I do not see him at NDA because he's dominating over there at Lakeside and winning that title.
Hey, how about that 15-year-old today, man?
Dude.
Luke Littler, I knew he was a beast before. I've had the pleasure of actually streaming him on Quarantine
What?
Darts. Yeah, I streamed
Well,
him a year and a half or two ago, actually.
I saw he had a 9-darter at the JDC event on stream. Um, at the age of 14. That's okay. In a tournament,
Yeah.
hit a 9-darter at the age of 14, like a JDC event that's like internationally. Okay. Well, that tells you all you need to know. And man, I saw the first set he averaged like in the mid 80s, and the second set he averaged like 115.
Mhm.
I mean, just think when he gets settled and doesn't like have those nerves to start off with, he's gonna be scary. Like
Yeah.
next number one scary quickly.
The thing is, he's already scary because these youngsters, and we've seen it in, PJ Stewart, we've seen it in Joey Lanaw, Seth Stefano, Caden Anderson, starting to show it, and a few others. You're starting to see this. I don't care who you are mentality. I'm gonna come play my game, and I'm gonna beat you most of the time if if you don't watch out.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's the scary thing for Luke is I don't think he just cares whether he loses or not. I mean, yeah, you're going to care, but at the same time, he just plays with that mentality that he doesn't really care. So, it'll be interesting to see how that one goes. Jim McEwen played really well.
Jared
Um,
Cole, the same
yep,
thing. Another young one.
another young one who could potentially be in I think he's 21 or something. So, yeah, I mean, that WDF thing's been pretty nice. And of course, you got the women, Mikuru and Bo Greaves, and a couple others in the mix. Dita,
Bo's
be fun.
16, isn't she? Like 16 or 17?
Yeah, and Tori Qash, I think she's 23, 24.
Man, I'm telling you, the future of darts is really bright. And there's a lot of cool tales that, a lot of cool storylines that are going to develop here over the next couple of years that I think are going to be really cool. But
I just want to
Man,
say, sorry for the
yeah.
wait, gentlemen. I was on the phone with the players here. Arachnid servers are giving us a little bit of issues. The league server that the league's actually run on crashed on us. So we're just about ready to get going. Brett just has to do one more little reset on his board. So it should just be another few minutes of you guys chit chat. I had my headphones off, so I hope you guys were only complimenting me and whatnot in the
Oh, yeah.
meantime.
We
Oh, yeah.
did
Don't
say
even listen back. That's how nice we were. Don't even listen back.
we did say a couple things about, it'd have been nice for you to kick it on over to our beautiful faces or not so beautiful faces. But I mean, to each their own. And then we talked about your haircut for a little bit, and that
We
was
did.
pretty fun.
We did do that. That's actually a true story. We did not say any nice things.
Nothing nice at all. Sorry to say, young
Yeah.
buck.
Yeah, as soon as we found out you did not have your headphones on and weren't hearing us, we just went off the rails.
And speaking of off the rails, we appreciate you hanging in there as we've gone off the rails quite a bit here, talking some nonsense. But
Listen, this is a real talent to be able to, still have something to talk about.
we're talking bullshooting podcast now is pretty much what this has turned into for a second. We should just cut this and air it. Episode number 5. I'll tell you what, we can do it right now. Whoa, who's that? Oh man. Well, definitely, yeah. It looks like in the background that we'll get going here in just a second. So in the meantime, you can stare at Sean's funky looking tie. But I gotta tell you, it's pretty nice, pretty good looking. He'll be, probably wearing that at NDA. It's actually a clip-on, if you didn't know. So
It just unzips. It's easy. It's easy for me to do.
easy to get to. There you go. Easy to get to. Well, once again, folks, appreciate you tuning in here. Sponsored by A to Z Darts.com. If you would give us a like, give us a comment. You can get entered in to win our giveaway this evening, which is going to be a Trinidad soft tip dart. That's going to be our Devin Peterson Type 2. So get in there, get involved. It's like a $90 value. Why wouldn't you be interested in that?
Yeah, 95% tungsten. I believe it's an 18-gram dart. Although, if it really is 21 grams, that's impressively heavy. But I don't think so. I think someone's just playing games with us here in the background. And look at who's playing games in the foreground. We got ourselves a battle back on stream, right back where they left off. Mike thought about his strategy that entire time and then clears out the 16s as soon as we get back to it. So, all right. As a player who's good, what does that break do to you, bud?
Definitely throw you off mentally. I mean, for me, especially with the game that I like to play, I'm a quick player. I don't like just sitting there just messing around. I don't think it's worth my time. I want to get in and get out. I got, I love the game of darts, but I got things I got to do, that kind of mentality. So, yeah, I think it'll definitely throw you off a little bit, but these guys don't seem to care.
No, they're still playing. That is for sure, but it looks like Mike's going to take out the first leg here. And Arizona is on the board. 1-0 Mike Carter, a 4.5 to a 4.6. And if that doesn't tell you how close these averages are going to be tonight, nothing will. Hit that share button for us. We are in this matchup, here to stay. Hopefully, knocking on wood for that bad boy. And, man, do you think the start's going to make the difference tonight the whole way through?
Very well could. We've seen the start. I mean, that's a big factor when you're talking cricket, especially getting the advantage with the 20s open. But you start talking leg 5, start talking leg 6. That's when things get a little bit dicey. You start to see those breaks of throw. I think it'll be the same way here.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about this aspect of it. Mike Carter just played 16 legs last night in a shootout against Brian Dennis just to get to today's match. Brett had the entire week off from playing. What difference does that make? Or do you think it does make a difference?
potentially be a big factor in this. Actually, kind of going into this, I was like, ooh, do I really want to be Mike in this situation? And nothing against Mike. He's a great guy. So is Brett. But I think Brett's got the advantage because I don't think Brett played 16 legs last night. But how often does Mike actually do that? He could be a guy that does, 4 nights a league a week. He very well could be that guy, and it doesn't bother him as much as some others, but we'll see.
Look at this. Boom goes the dynamite. There's our first one of the day. Mike Carter getting it done in leg number 2. And he needed it at that time.
Yeah, what do I know? I'm just a humble commentator, I guess. Hi, Mark.
Hey, listen, I get to ask you those tough questions. You're the one who has to answer them. So you have the harder job between the two of us there.
Hey, I'll take it every time.
Oh boy, be careful what you wish for.
Oh no, don't. Never mind. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. No, I'm just kidding, buddy.
Yeah.
Are you two just flirting now? Is this like even commentary anymore? Is it just you guys flirting? Like, I really don't know.
Mind yourself, young buck.
Yeah, you worry about yourself.
Yeah, jeez. 7 mark there for Mike Carter.
Seamless transition back into it as Brett steps up on the 20s again. Ooh, he went after the 16 on dart number 2. You see that?
Yeah, I did when you said it. I was kind of in disbelief when it happened, honestly. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to go for a roll there, just thinking he was going to roll on the 20s, and he shut down my train of thought real quick. And you see why, as Mike gets another 4 16s there.
Be honest, it's these comments like "Broom goes the janitor" that just really gets me going here. That's awesome. Keep bringing those "Broom goes the janitors" back. Make it hot.
You trying to take that back?
Yep, guaranteed.
Look at Mike looking over, trying to find a spot into the 16s. He knows this is probably not the right move, but he makes it work. Boom goes the dynamite. Mike Carter. Ladies and gentlemen, that dart was awesome.
Our second 9 of the leg here from Mike. Look
and
at this.
Firing.
Just a 6 from Brett. I thought he was going to pull one off.
I thought he was going to fire right back into it. Yep, and it looks like Mike is going to stay there, hit some more 16s, and I don't blame him. Ooh, he took a look at the 20 there. Do you look at the 19 instead with the X on it?
You definitely got to consider it. I mean, you got to consider some point making a move here on these numbers. But maybe he's thinking, hey, give me another shot here, possibly open up at the 15. Is that a smart decision, do you think? No, going right at the 20, saying, nah, there's no reason here. 7 mark away from kind of snatching a pretty good look here.
Yeah, now he's going to go back to the 16s, at least on that second dart. He does close the 19s the last one. I like that move a lot more.
Yeah.
Than the 20 look. But
if I was him, I think you maybe should have thrown that first look at the 16s, just because why not? But
look at
I
that
don't know.
Brett. Sorry.
No,
right back with a 6 mark. So regains the point lead, and now we got quite the battle here in our second leg. And man, all we've seen is back and forth battles here in these first couple legs. A lot of points, and a lot of swings too. Ooh, what was Brett aiming for there? Hits a 333 on the last start. 19s or 17s were both closed there.
Look at this, Mike. Maybe talk some strategy talk there behind him. Could he be going for here? Yep, trip 16. Puts in another.
There. Yep. As soon as that second one goes into it, you just got to stay there for all 3, man.
See, To me, I'm thinking, like we talked about the 20 move and then going to 16s. For me, I know that my opposing player has the 20s and the 18s open, where I've only got the 16s. I'm gonna go point and then maybe try to just take a stab at it with my last dart and just you know try to hefty point it because you're gonna have to try to battle him.
Well, there you see an opening from Mike and Brett. Clear advantage here, just at close to 16th if he wants to. He would have rather them not take 3 darts, but he'll take it. But the fact that it took him 3 darts now leaving Mike a little opportunity here to point the 15s up before even thinking about looking. And he'll just move over to try and open up that bet on the 15s. Ooh.
Yeah, tough dart.
Dragged it across it. All right, what does Brett do here?
Go for the lead. Stay there.
Last
All
dart at
three.
it. Last dart went at it.
Yep, he definitely took a look.
Just leaving that door open for Mike now. All he needs is all he needs is a 9 mark is what I was going to say. That's ridiculous. These are things that are coming out of my mouth right now. Is all he needs is a 9 mark to, regain control.
The Challenger Series will do that to you, man. It's crazy. You get into this rhythm, like, man, these 7s, these 8s, these 9s, they're just back and forth.
Well, look here, Mike Carter. Does he take a look at the 20s and 18s? He's stepping back and thinking about it. Do you?
I think you go trip 15 first dart, and then you try to go around. Always go points here because he's got the bigger numbers. That's my preference. Rick Kinsey just won 9-3 over John Edwards. And you look at him.
Look at
That's
this.
exactly what you need to do right there.
Right. Mike Carter, biggest darts of this leg by far. Right there. And you want to talk about timing, dude.
Like I said, that's exactly the way you need to play that. Because with your opponent having those bigger numbers open, you always got to have the point mindset. And I wish he would have done that kind of earlier with those 16s, but hey,
Wow.
he just won that leg there with the 4.60, stealing away those 20s and 18s with authority.
Yeah, 4.60. Brett only shot a 3.56, I believe, but that was a lot closer of a leg than those averages told us. That was one round swung that whole thing. 3 darts.
That is a crazy, crazy leg of darts there. I got to tell you, it was a back and forth battle the whole time. But it's Mike Carter that comes out with the advantage, a 2-0 lead here. We are running a little bit behind, but we appreciate you tuning in here to our coverage of the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. William Stewart here, alongside Sean Green, with young buck Nick DeShera in the background.
And sometimes
guys.
the foreground.
And if you want to get entered into A to Z Darts giveaway today, for today's stream, A to Z Darts is giving away a set of Devin Peterson Type 2 Trinidad soft tip darts. I believe they are 18 grams, so we get a 8 mark there from Mike Carter. Valued at $90, they're 95% tungsten. These things are sweet. But all you have to do is just put a comment in our chat on Facebook and hit that like button, and you are entered in to receive a chance at that giveaway. I can never get the ending right.
You talk about aggressive. Those things are aggressive. I gotta tell you what.
They're beautiful.
Nice barrel indeed. As we see here, Brett Hollinday gonna have to kick it in gear here as Mike's throwing an impressive 6.33 to start off this third leg.
Yeah, you can almost see the body language change from Mike there after that 9 mark in leg number 2. He's been on fire since then.
I like how Jesse just put comment into chat on Facebook.
Yeah, I guess I could have just said it like that.
Hey, that'll very well do it for you. So all you got to do is just throw one in there, give us a like, we definitely appreciate you hanging out with us here this Monday night. We got to come up with some intro song that's just catchy between me and you.
Oh yeah, like Monday Night Football.
Exactly. We can just do a play on it. I tell you
Ooh.
what. Here we go, Nick. Ideas.
Absolutely not.
Brilliant.
Nope. I'm listening this whole
Yep.
time.
Dude, I've
Yep.
been told I sound like Carrie Underwood. It's fine.
Oh man, I gotta tell you what. Here we go. It's set. Y'all ready for it? Bam, 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 bam.
That's not the right song. Look at that from Brett Hollinday trying to stay in this leg. Gets a 7 mark on the 16s. And Mike Carter just nailing that 19 wedge. Gets 4 of them right back. But a little advantage here for Brett if he can hit the big. There's 1. There's 2. And he stayed on the 16s the whole time. I absolutely love that move. Will?
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying earlier, your opponent's got that number. And I mean, we really thought Mike has the kind of advantage here starting off, you know, in heat on this third leg where Brett was kind of puddling to start off, and now it's kind of equaled out here. We're throwing mid 5.5s for each of these guys. And yeah, you just got to really take it to these 16s and take a stab on that last start with the 19s.
They are heating up. That is for sure. Look at this, man. Boom goes the dynamite. Mike Carter 3 in the bed on the 9s. Wow.
Entertaining stuff here's Brett just outside, it looks like on that one. 7 mark on the 16s, though, but when your opponent's got that higher number, you got to find everything you can. And it looks like Mike's going to go ahead and take it to the 16s here. Yep,
There they
closes them
go.
right away.
16-15 transfer just on the outside of the wire of the 15. But, man, I'm telling you, every leg so far has had multiple times where both guys have had the lead, have had multiple big rounds, and they've all been big point battles. This is round 10 again. Each one has been above 10 rounds so far out of the 20-round limit.
Well, North Carolina 40, KU 25. Hey, your team sucks. Sorry, I just yelled that upstairs.
Make sure to ask for the meatloaf, too.
Don't forget to bring up those dishes, by the way.
Yeah. I would do them quicker this time.
Oh my goodness. Guys, if I don't make it to live, to make it to NDA, it's because I'm probably not alive anymore.
Well, that'll be your own fault as Mike throws a 5.63.
Yeah, that's impressive. Our highest mark per round for the night.
Are you ready for a sick stat? That is Leonard Gates' average in the CSC Challenger Series this time around.
That's nuts, isn't it? I even talked to him about that at I think somebody mentioned to him it was Rick and him talking about the last match that we saw some heat off stream. It was on a separate stream on their own page. But yeah, he was like, I don't even know, how it's going or whatever. I told him, I said, yeah, you're throwing like a 5.65 average overall. And he says, oh, really? All right.
That must be nice. That must be nice to be able to just like have that response to things like that. And be like, I know exactly what I'm shooting. I know how many darts I've thrown total, and I'm going to tell you right now because I'm going to brag about it. I actually got it tattooed on my wrist this week, and every week, if it goes up, I just keep adding a number, That's how excited I would be about shooting that type of average. But that's all right. Whatever.
Seeing 7 mark there for Mike as he's averaging a 6 in this one. He's taking a 3-0 lead here. Man, I got to tell you, it's just going to, when your opponent starts off like this, gets the advantage of a couple legs at least on you, it can be difficult to really crawl and fight your way back into it.
All right, so here's my question, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking behind Mike at all? Are you seeing the the more footsteps coming in, the more footsteps that are behind him now. All those extra legs that were not there about 15 minutes ago. You seeing that?
Well, I'm sure we'll see a zoomed out view here in a little bit from our one and only young buck Nick here in a little bit and see how kind of what's going on. I believe there's probably a league night going on.
Yes, I was told there's a Masters event going on there. So, but
Oh
look at
my
that.
lord! Oh my lord!
That is a lot of people that are, and they're all looking over. See that?
They are definitely looking over, and probably some have their phones on as well. Hello to all you out there at Bull Shooters.
Yeah,
Wow, what a setup!
that is awesome. As we get a 7 mark there from Brett, but my question to you, bud, is this gonna affect Mike at all? Does this put a little extra pressure on it? As you can see, he's already got the Brandon Westover ropes set up there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Mike cares. If you look at him, he looks calm, cool, collective. And someone reached out to me yesterday. I believe actually it's Mr. Tim who's in the chat this evening. So big shout out to you, Tim. Was asking me kind of about streaming Mike's side of things, and I think it's got a lot of support there at the bar. And I think he's used to that crowd being around him.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. Sorry, did you notice we got a hello from France?
I did see that. That's awesome, isn't it?
That's pretty cool. It's got to be super late there. That's crazy. Thanks for watching along with us.
6 hours ahead, I think, at least. So, yeah, pretty early, at least 3 a.m. You say? No? Yeah, 3 a.m.
I'm just going to go with whatever you said.
Well, it's 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I mean, if they're mountain time, it's 4 a.m. If not, it's UK time, so that's 6 hours ahead.
Look at that stab there from Mike Carter. Gets the 16s, taking them away from Brett. And again, Mike with an advantage in this leg. But as Brett will go to show us every time, it is not over yet. We have not had the swings that we've needed in this leg.
Look at this. No bar like Bull Shooters. Bull Shooters is a great venue. Huge. Wow. Didn't you say your wife has been there?
She has, and that is exactly what she said about it, was that it was just impressively big with a ton of dartboards. It was a dart bar by definition. A lot of pool tables in there though too. But yeah, it's definitely a huge dart bar.
Well, we love to see that, as we wouldn't get coverage like this unless we had a few bars that wanted to bring the entertainment to their floors. Look at this.
Double
we see
bull.
a nice double. Oh my goodness.
Double
Can we see
bull
a
will
win
do
here?
it. He got it.
Oh,
He got it.
my goodness.
Mike Carter, take a bow for that. Oh my gosh. Brett Hollinday battled back in that leg, took control just for Mike Carter to go double, double, double. Wow, buddy. Not to
Huge
steal,
darts.
not to steal your catchphrase, but wow.
I didn't even know what to do there. I threw back, and my headphones went flying. I didn't know what to do. My goodness, what a shot from Mike Carter. Bullshooters must be going nuts right now.
That should be, if it wasn't, that should be announced on the PA. Mike Carter, wow. I feel
Clutch.
you got to feel
Clutch.
for Brett there.
Yeah, clutch 6 mark. I mean, that's what that is. Clutch 6 mark.
Wow.
Sometimes that double can be your friend. And I've seen it used an awfully lot in the soft tip game, is that double 15. And making use of it there, right on the just on the outside of that wire there, or the inside of that wire, I should say, and got it.
Gosh, look at this too. He again goes right back, 7 mark after throwing a 2 mark the round previous. He's like, all right, I'll just make sure I have a number closed, not the point lead, but I'll have a number closed. I mean, Brett Hollinday is taking on the best version of Mike Carter right now, and it's taken everything for Brett just to stay in these legs, and he's doing it. It just, for some in some way, Mike is just getting the upper hand right at the end. And even in that last leg, Brett did exactly what Mike's been doing this whole time, but then Mike pulls out in a ridiculous round to take it out there.
You
I mean,
gotta, you
wow.
gotta, you gotta see that Mike is feeling it right now because he wouldn't have made that last move if he wasn't. Because you saw him without the point lead, close the 17s and go right up to close Brett's numbers. So he's got to be feeling some confidence here. He wouldn't be doing those dicey moves like that. Why wouldn't you feel some confidence when you just made it a 4-0 match with two impressive double bulls and a nice double 15?
Yeah, I mean, I have never stood up before. Like, nothing's ever made me stand up before, like, as a reaction to a shot. And that was the first time I've actually had to, like, I have to get up. I have to get up and, like, walk around for a second because that was insane. And
Isn't it?
I just don't know how he is staying focused enough to be shooting a 5.25 in this leg.
See, 7 mark there from Brett. Mike has a 17 zone. He's been hitting them well today. Let's see if he can peg a triple here. Cannot. So just 2 marks. It's an advantage here for Brett. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, Brett needs to, I mean, my goodness. Think about this. We get a break in after leg number 7, and we could have a 4-3 score line. But right now, all signs are pointing to Mike's going to find a way at the end of this leg to win it. And until Brett shows us that he can shut down that, it is still a possibility. This is a crazy, crazy start to a match. I'm so intrigued by how this is going to finish up.
You're going to see him go 1, 2, 3 here. So just hits that triple with the second dart right back to the 16s. Nice
1,
triple
2,
there.
3. He's counting up. Oh, wow.
Big close there. Big close indeed.
He almost hit the double bull.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. He is still 4 bowls away. So Brett's 3, now 1. And he gets it done. So Brett Hollinday gets on the board. 4.75. Well done there. Stops a little bit of this run for Mike.
He had to get one on the board, that's for sure, to kind of start the comeback, and he's done it now. So let's see what Brett can do the rest of the way before we go into our break. Mike has already stolen the advantage coming out of the break, so hopefully he can whittle this back to a 4-3 match, and that's the kind of darts that'll do it for you. A nice 7-mark opener.
Yep, and if you're confused at home, this is our player advantage rule that is in effect in the CSC Challenger Series. So when a player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until they bring it back within 2. So even though Brett won that last leg, he was down still 3 after that, so he still gets to go first in this leg. However, if he does win this leg, Mike will go first in leg number 6. So, or leg number 7, sorry.
That is correct. Did you like that one?
That was good. That was good, Tommy boy.
That was good. That was good. Oh man. You could tell Nick in the background was like, what?
Tommy boy, what's that?
That's the one with Adam Sandler when he was like serving water to the players.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No. You mean water boy? All right.
He got half of it right. We got the boy part. That's embarrassing.
To be young, to be young.
He thought he got it too. Like, he was so excited to actually get one of the references, and he just.
I was being facetious for the record.
Nope.
Sure.
Nope. It's funnier if you believe that was correct, and that's what we're gonna go with. All right. Brett trying to take control of this leg. We'll go down and close the 19s on dart number 3. So Mike is gonna look at a lot of 18s or 17s here.
Taking just a second here.
Taking another little second here. Down to 10 seconds on the timer. I don't think he's worried about that. He went 17s.
Yeah, I think he likes those 17s. Like I said, the previous leg has been really doing a number on those 17s. Why not go ahead and hit a 7 mark there? Gain the lead by 34, but anything could happen here.
Oh, Brett just off on dart number 3 after hitting those 2 trip 20s to leave himself on 420 and an 86-point lead. But what can Mike do? Now he's moving around a little bit. Gets 2 wedges. Do you like that move? Do you think he panicked after dart number 1?
I don't mind that move at all, but here's Brett. He's looking to close it. Wow, big darts there from Brett. Wow.
Boom goes the dynamite. Brett Hollinday getting on the board here with his white horse. Throwing a 6.0 to Mike's 5.4 in complete control of this leg now.
That's the kind of stuff that Brett has to pull out of his pocket if he wants to make this a match.
Shh, Matt Daly, gosh. Ruining everything. I knew I was wrong, too, when I said it.
Yeah, that's what I was questioning it, too, when you said Tommy Boy. I was like,
It was Farley, but that's fine.
Yeah, it was Farley, but
You didn't know a reference? Get out of here.
Nick, listen here. Okay, bud. I'm going to need you to take.
I love how quickly you just changed teams to like he had your back, and then you're like, no, I don't want your help in this one. 5.73 there from Brett Hollinday, and it is now 4-2.
Folks, that is our best mark per round on the night right there by 0.10, I guess is what I don't know what you'd say that 10th. I don't know.
1/10, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Math. That's why. Math.
Race to 9 here at the CSC Challenger Series. Mike Carter, hailing from Arizona, up 4-2 on Brett Hollinday from Minnesota. And we've had quite the back and forth battle. We've seen a shocking leg win from Mike Carter, going double bull, double 15, double bull. It's been an absolute blast to watch this thing. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit that share button, hit that like button for us, and put something in the chat so that you are entered into a raffle from A to Z Darts to give away a set of darts, the Devin Peterson Trinidad. Didn't have my notes up from earlier. Type 2s. The Type 2s. I knew it was V2 or Type 2. Soft tip darts. 18 grams. 95% tungsten. $90 value. Just put a little comment in the chat if you haven't done so already. And what a battle we've had, bud. Has this lived up to your expectations, or has this exceeded it?
I think it's starting to. I mean, it was a decent match so far. I think Mike really took out to the hefty lead, but this is fully becoming entertaining as we see a.
Boom goes the dynamite from Mike Carter. Look at these averages.
That's the thing. Brett's really starting to heat up, and I think you're seeing it. He took about 4 legs, but when you have that little break, I think there was going to be some lull from somebody here, and if it was any from Brett, if you can even consider it that, or just some clutch darts from Mike Carter.
Yeah, and look at this from Mike. He might be blocked off there. He might go 15s on this last dart. No, he's going to, fire it right into the 16s and get a triple out of it.
He says, what do you know?
I know nothing. Yeah, chat, let us know. Has this been one of the better ones for you that you've seen of the CSC Challenger Series? I've very much enjoyed this match. I did not know a lot about either of these guys going into this. Unfortunately, these were 2 friend requests that I had not made to give a little behind the scenes. Both these guys were nice enough to accept my friend request today, even though they didn't need to.
Okay.
But
What? I know
it's been
Brett.
wonderful.
I know Brett was actually qualified for the Booyah Cup. So actually, we do a little investigative research. You didn't have to stop talking.
No, Mike here had the huge lead. I was on the edge of my seat waiting for your investigative reporting. Sorry, I also was looking at the scores too and making sure I had the numbers correct in my mind. Brett here, look at this. Oh, a triple 10 on the last one. So is Mike going to have a 5-2 lead heading to the break, or is Brett going to make it 4-3? We are right down to the nitty gritty. That's a good start for it being Mike.
Played 12 years, 1991 to 2003. Then he stopped. Played a little in 2015, then came back seriously during COVID. All wins are good. Bull Shooter in South Carolina was a big win for him. So a little bit of back information there.
Oh, look at this. Gets 5 bulls there for Mr. Brett Hollinday. Great investigative reporting, buddy. But as you were saying that, we got almost a kill shot from Mike Carter. Went double bull right in the center. And now just needs one bullseye to take this to a 5-2 game, and does it. A 5.19 beats a 5.25 in that leg from Brett. And wow. I tell you this right now, I'm on the edge of my seat. This has had everything that it could possibly have for me. 5-2 lead, buddy. It even had an internet outage.
Yeah, that's why we're running just a little bit behind, but still a pretty quick affair here as these guys have kind of got to the line quickly and got after it here. But this one ain't over. We got lots more action coming your way here for the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by the PPD. Continue to join us here as I'm William Stewart from USA Darts Productions. Alongside me is Sean Green of To The Point Streaming, and in the background, Nick DeShera. We'll be right back.
Stay with us, guys.
My name is Mike Carter, playing out of Bull Shooters in Phoenix, Arizona, and Troy Vending.
Well, Mike Carter, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the CSC Challenger Series Division 1. You have your match tonight against Brett Hollinday here. How are you feeling about this match this evening?
I'm feeling pretty confident. You know, last night played a really, really tough match against Brian Dennis, and was lucky and fortunate enough to get the win there. So I'm feeling pretty confident going in today, although I'm a little tired. But hopefully that doesn't affect me later on. We'll see.
Yeah, I was getting text by text updates about your match because Brian Dennis is a personal friend of mine, and I was like, oh my god, he's going back-to-back nights. That has to be somewhat exhausting, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, and I honestly wasn't even planning on playing today. I forgot that we were going back-to-back, but hopefully me and Brett can put on a good show. Me and Brett play a lot of Thursdays together, and should be a good match.
Now, Bull Shooters is a really big bar. As someone that's like just started broadcasting that bar during the session of the CSC, the place is massive. Now, do you feel like it gets overwhelming when you have a large crowd there, or do you kind of enjoy having all the company?
Oh, I love it. I love the pressure moments. I love when people are watching. Tonight actually is the Masters League Championship that they're all going to be playing right around me. So there's going to be a good amount of people there watching, and well timed for the stream. But no, I absolutely love having all the friends and family watching and cheering. And yeah, it's a huge bar. 25 pool tables, 15, 16 dart boards. I mean, it's a really cool place to play darts.
Now, as far as for playing darts, what got you into playing darts, Mike?
A buddy of mine from Chicago. We used to just go to the dive bar down the road from us in a small town called Bartlett, Illinois. You probably never heard of it. And just picked him up one day. We played a tournament. A buddy of mine said, "Hey, you want to play?" I played with house darts and just realized I had kind of a knack for it, and that's all she wrote.
Let's assume you get to that finals and cash over $4,000. What do you do with that prize money?
Oh, I don't know. I'm in the one leg at a time mentality. I'd probably buy some first class tickets back to Chicago and see some family that I haven't seen in a while. That's about it.
That's a good way to spend it, my friend. Well, is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody that's going to be watching along?
Yeah, thanks for everybody that's going to tune in today and watch. Everybody that's maybe at Bull Shooters, it's going to hang out. Ian Hansen, Super Darts, my sponsor. Thanks for all you do. And a huge shout out to Mike Bates at Bullshooters, the owner of that bar, and Suzanne Lawson for Troy Vending. Without you guys, Arizona Darts would not be what it is. And quick shout out to Chris Watson, my buddy who's still playing in Division II, who challenged me to a hat trick contest. Anywhere, anytime, buddy.
I knew it was coming. I was gonna just let it be and see what happens, but I knew it was coming. So we're looking forward to seeing your match against Brett Hollinday this evening. That's Mike Carter. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. My name is Mike Carter. You're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
My name's Brett Hollinday. I'm playing out of the pit stop in Proctor, Minnesota. I play for Midwest Coin
Brett
Concept.
Holliday, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the CSC Challenger Series Division 1 for our Monday night matchup against Mike Carter. How are you feeling about your match this evening?
A little nervous, but I'm ready to play.
Let's look at some of your matches here because I want to talk a little bit about where we're at in the bracket. So I'm going to pull it up here real quick. So looking at the bracket, you're at the 9th, 12th place match. So each match you play, you're adding money to your pocket. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened with your match against Skylar the Pine? Or the Peen, excuse me?
Yes, that was a great match. I thought it was. We went right down to the 16th game, and whoever started usually won. And then 16th game, I actually broke them and won the match.
Do you know Mike Carter at all or have any experience against him?
I played a little bit against them, yeah. I played against them in a qualifier for the Booyah Cup. It went to game 5, and he beat me, so.
So it was a close match. Now, for the people that aren't as familiar with you, what's a little bit about your darting history? How did you get into the game of darts?
My brother got me playing in 1991. Then I quit in 2003. I just came back the last couple of years.
Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody that's going to be watching along?
Thank you for the support, and special thanks to my wife for putting up with me, but thanks.
Well, I know we're looking forward to seeing what you have in you this evening against Mike Carter on the CSC Challenger Series. Brett, we wish you the best of luck.
My name is Brett Hollinday. You're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
What time we had at the very beginning with our little hiccup is now recovered as we had a quick little intermission, and we'll get back to the action here between Mike Carter and Brett Hollinday. 5-2 here is our scoreline. Sean, what do you think, buddy?
Yeah, 5-2 might be the scoreline, bud, but the darts have been a lot closer than that. We've seen 2 of these legs at least go down right to the very end, both of which I believe were in Mike Carter's favor. So Mike doing a lot of great work at the end of legs, and he's hammering the scoring power. But Brett's right there too. He's like sneakily staying in legs, getting the lead at times. It's been really interesting, at least from my perspective, because we're seeing all the crazy stuff Mike is doing, but Brett's doing the exact same thing, only just a little bit quieter.
Exactly. I think Brett's definitely coming hot the last couple legs here. Made it an interesting matchup, as we really thought that was going to go 4-3 going into our break, but Mike just kind of stole it once again as we see him steal a couple legs out from underneath Brett.
Yeah, it's been quite impressive, to say the least. Our highest leg victory average was a 5.73. We've had a 5.63 in there, a couple more above the 5, and then some really scrappy legs altogether. They've gone back and forth. It seems like every single leg has had, like, there has not been one leg that's been just like a railroad through the leg.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there hasn't been really a low average and a higher average from the winner, as you say. So, yeah, I think we're due for some more fireworks than this one. What do y'all think at home? Let us know in the chat. Still around 200 viewers. We definitely appreciate the viewership and you guys hanging out and commenting as you normally do. Our comment section has been really crawling up into some good numbers lately, and we always like to see that because that means we're engaging with you guys and getting the input from you that it's nice to do.
Yeah, and I do want to point out also, how about that nice polo shirt that Mr. Nick DeShera was wearing for those interviews?
Hey.
Absolutely beautiful, clean, black, to the point streaming polo. I love it.
Yeah, it was decent. I gotta tell you, the face on the shirt or above the shirt could have been a little. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I can't do that to Nick. He looks beautiful as always.
Wow.
So, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, Nick, you do a great job with those interviews, man. I know how hard that can be to set up. Literally, 4 interviews in a week can be definitely a difficult task. Talking to your schedule and 4 other schedules, and dealing with the tech side of things, both on your side, but on their side too. That's the main factor that we forget about everything because you're talking about relying on somebody else to be your camera guy. So look at this.
Boom goes the dynamite. Mike Carter gets it started off here right after the break. I've always said notoriously the 7th leg and the 8th leg are always the crazy ones. So we're looking for some crazy here.
Well, we've seen 31 9 marks from each of these gentlemen going into this match. Now we've seen 8 already, and we're just out of our break here into our 8th leg. Man, oh man, what do you? Can't
Look
beat
at
that.
this. Oh. He shorted his last start. What a terrible last start.
How terrible. Terrible. That was just terrible.
That was terrible, man. Terrible.
Oh man, I was about to go full Shaq, and I said, "Nah, we can't do that. We can't do that." 7 mark there from Brett Hollinday.
You want to talk about like the most like insulting nickname of all time? The round mound of rebound.
That's a good one there.
Like
They
you're
called me the
fat.
same thing after my breakup.
It's like you're fat, you can rebound.
Little golf clap for you on that one, Nick. That was a kudos there, bud.
Nick did not ever like my one-liners about relationships that he's gone through, so that's why I've avoided it.
When you're never mind, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna bring the 9 comment into this. I'm just not gonna do it.
I was so excited to even do it, and then he didn't even like it. He just moved right along.
Oh my goodness.
9 marks, not 9/11. All right.
All right, I'm gonna do the cadence of Adam Schefter as he's breaking a news story. The whole rest of the time, this is how I'm gonna speak. I have valuable sources that are telling me that Mike Carter is probably gonna go with the 19s here. He's gonna try and hit a lot of them. He gets the second one in there, and then he moved over the 17s, but didn't quite get him done. And I know you guys are just impressed because I'm doing a pretty good job with my Adam Schefter impersonation. I understand. Thank you. As we get up, boom goes the dynamite from Brett Hollinday to get me right out of that Schefter impersonation.
I didn't even know what to say. I just left it be because if I started rambling, then we're all done.
Boom goes the dynamite from Mike Carter. Gets it on the board.
Is huge.
All right. Adam Schefter left the building.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. As we see Brett with a 5.59 to 5.14 scoreline here.
4.83 to a 6.83 to a 6.43 right now.
I was about to say, my goodness, you're a little bit low on your score lines there, or your marks per round. I'm seeing a high 6, mid 6.
Yeah, back-to-back 9 marks. And look at this.
Wow.
Mike Carter.
Wow.
Boom goes the Dynamite with an 8 mark there. Gets closed the 17s. And again, gets that control at the right time in this match.
He's just been clutch on these 16s, 17s, 15s, and they've been saving his rounds for him and really eating at the scoreline for Brett.
We saw it a few weeks ago with Brett Baker as well. Just could close out legs, like just had an insane ability to close out legs. And you see it right there. That last dart is so huge.
You said Brent Baker, correct? Not Brett Baker.
Yes, Brent Baker.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Definitely said Brent. And if you heard different, it's your ears, not me.
Oh my. You see Mike put himself in a good spot here. Just needs the 3 bulls. 1, 2. I like that. Step back. You've got plenty of room to work with here, I think, with that last dart here. Whoop, he seems to think otherwise.
Oh, he does think otherwise. And now 4 bulls from Brett would really, the turntables would turn.
Oh my lord.
And I
that
need 2 doubles.
Unfortunately,
do it.
won't help him. That last double will definitely help, but you got to think with just 1 bull needed, Mike's going to put this away right here, 6-2 match.
There it is from Mike Carter, 6.21, even after only 2 bulls the last time up on the bullseyes. Still 6.21, buddy.
How impressive is that?
Woo.
We've seen some, and that's our best average on the day so far. You know, we've seen some really back and forth leg there, some high impressive stuff from both of these gentlemen.
Yeah, that comment from Tim Goodwin is spot on. Insane to think a 5.89 could lose going first.
Yeah, and that's the thing. This is the kind of stuff we're talking here on the CSC Challenger Series, both Division 1 and Division 2. When you bundle these folks that have nearly identical averages and nearly identical capabilities, you're going to see matches that just produce the goods. And those long-distance matches that we love to see, you're talking a couple hours of action right here every Monday and Wednesday night.
Boom goes the dynamite, Mike Carter. Another 9 mark to get it started, man.
You just hesitated there for a second to wait for him to go ahead and do it. 11 on the ticker this evening in this one.
And 9 of them, I believe, are from Mike, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's say Mike's been plowing in the plethora of them, or the most of them, as we say.
Well, plethora was a good word choice too.
I believe it's
Only
8 of them.
He said
8.
Hey, Nick, don't act like you're actually watching this, Matt. I'm just kidding.
You know what? Listen, I'm not just here for my chime-ins, all right? I do pay attention in the background a little bit here.
We do expect a full report after the match.
Perfect. Call Carly Griggs.
Well, we could expect it, but we ain't getting it, buddy.
No, this man does enough. Let me tell you what, it can be definitely a daunting task. Putting together everything every week, and everything changes on you. So we're going to see another impressive dart here from Mike Carter.
My goodness, man. I just don't know how you stop this guy tonight.
You're going to have to throw better, and you can't. I mean, there's no getting better than this right now.
A day after beating Brian Dennis, one of the favorites in this CSC Challenger Series, 9-7, he's doing this. It's like he's still warm from yesterday.
Well, let me tell you what. I think that maybe he's just in one of those humps, the good humps, instead of the bad humps that we all love to have happen. And maybe he'd love to play all his matches maybe tomorrow and the next day after that and just go ahead and finish this thing out on Thursday.
Boom goes the dynamite. Brett Hollinday is not going to give up in a leg, that is for sure. And he's throwing a 5.6 going first and isn't even sniffing control of this leg.
Crazy stuff here.
Like, I'm shocked Mike hit a single mark on the 15s. He had been deadly on those trips on the last start this entire time. And we're going to see if Brett can fill it up again. He is going to look like he's going to fill it up again. Only 7, though, because I ruined it with my jinx.
Old commentator curse that we all have done.
My goodness. And, of course, just trip 20. La-di-da, double 15. Dust the football off. Yep, and he starts running again for a touchdown.
Well, I don't know where you're getting touchdown, but la-di-da-di, we like to party is what Mike Carter is saying here. 380, looking to go ahead and add another one to the list here. 7-2 is what he's hoping to make it right now. As this game got a little bit interesting on the old, well, we're just not even going to say that. Never mind, because we want to keep it right here where the action should be. A 6.0 from Mike Carter.
Wow, a 6.00 MPR. So he follows up the 6.21 with a 6.00, and he now has a 7-2 lead. Brett will go first the next 3 legs guaranteed if he were to win all 3 even. I'm telling you right now, Mike is finding a new gear that I did not think was going to be possible tonight.
Mike Redmond said Carter hit a double 15 and said, I want Mike Maloney to chime in. Somebody hit up Mike. Mike, where's Mike?
Look at this.
Just exactly, you took the words out of my mouth. Just impressive stuff here. Mike is just hitting dang near everything he's trying to go for, and it's really producing some quality stuff here. Look at this for Brett. Oh,
This is what we're talking about, right? We're talking all this like fantastic stuff about Mike Carter, and Brett's doing the exact same thing right after and right before. It's just
it Brett is playing really well. It just sucks that we're giving all this credit to Mike, because Mike's been pulling out the stuff when he needs to take the legs and like kind of take the rug out from underneath Brett, as they say. I mean, he's just this is a battle. Both guys are playing impressive stuff, but Mike's just getting the best.
yeah, like right now, in a typical situation, Brett's in control of this leg. There's nothing that can really affect it a whole lot. But in a match tonight with Mike Carter, you're going to find some reason where Mike Carter's going to be right back in this leg at some point during this leg.
Exactly, he's just been putting himself in those situations. Brett's going to make it tough taking away that 17, though, because that's been a reliable source of points for Mr. Mike Carter.
Yes, but so has 15s and 16s. And you're seeing it there. A 5 mark's not going to be enough. Brett might actually be able to maintain control throughout this thing. Another 6 mark will get that done. There goes the 16s.
Boom.
And there goes the 15s. He does get that 6 mark to get that done. So I am wrong again. Surprise, surprise.
What's new on the Sean Green front? Oh,
I thought you were going to Tom Jones it there for a second.
Couple bulls.
Whoa.
I very well could have. Very well could have.
There we go. Brett's going to make it now 7-3, and he will continue to go first. 5.29 in that leg. That was an impressive one.
Main thing is, you just said it. Will continue to go first, and that can play a very big factor in this match as we continue on here. Is if Brett can produce a couple legs back to back, that really puts Mike in a spot of, oh no, what could happen?
Yep. And we'll see what happens here. That's a good start. That's a better start. 7 mark will do. A 7 mark will do.
I think you said that in your life. A 7 mark will do.
Once or twice, but it's always like being a sarcastic and being excited like underneath the surface. And actually, I say it a lot, but it's doing this. It's not playing.
That's the case for both of us, sir. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree. We're not sleeping on the northern Minnesotans yet. That's for sure, as we're seeing it here from Brett. Still in this thing. It is never over until it's over, and it's not over. Look at this, though, from Mike Carter. Of course, Mike Carter is going to come to play. And boom goes a dynamite. Mike Carter.
For future reference, Ram, if you're going to hit a number, hit the 17s and close them on Mike if you play him next week because, I mean, we still have some matches to play or some legs to play in this match, but if that's the case, you gotta watch the matches ahead of you and know what their favorite numbers are. And I think the 17 might be a favorite for Mike.
I think just whatever number he needs to hit has been a favorite for Mike.
I mean, you're not wrong there either.
I mean, but Brett's been right there too. The scary thing about Brett is that he's literally been great on everything. And he might be great on everything again. He is. Boom goes the dynamite. A white horse. Second one of the evening for Mr. Brett Hollinday. 7.50 in this leg. Goodness. These two guys are both waking each other up. Eric Ramsey says, don't call it a comeback. This is making me realize that it's definitely possible here. All right, all Mike needs to do is hit 3 in the black, and then Brett still wins it. So he almost did the minimum, which was 3 in the black. It's 4 of them. Ties it up. But only 2 bowls needed for Brett to take out this leg. 1 remaining, and he gets it done. A 5.82 at the end of all that. It was around a 7, the majority of it. And
like we said, a couple back-to-back here for Brett.
We get 1 more, too.
Things can get interesting.
Yep, we get 1 more out of it with Brett going first.
Heather, you misspelled hate there.
Heather, I love hearing it too. It makes my day. Used to hate it a lot, I'm going to be honest with you. Used to wonder what my life was going and why it was going that direction. But you know what? I've warmed up to it a little bit. I've made it my own.
I think it's worked out well for us. I mean, honestly, the people love it here. The Boom Goes the Wisconsinites been a fun play. The Broom Goes the Janitor's been a fun play. I think there's numerous more. I've heard a
Bloom Goes the Flower.
Boom Goes the the Michiganite is something some guy told me the other day. I guess it works. Why not?
Oh, sure. We can throw "ite" on the end of everything.
Bada bing, bada boom goes the dynamite.
Oh my goodness! Get out of here, Nick. Bada bing, bada boom goes the
Be
dynamite.
nice. He thought about that for a very long time before he said it.
No, that's a good one. I'm surprised we haven't had him chime in a little bit more this evening and sit in here and do some commentary. Usually throwing in some good input.
Well, you have been meaner than normal.
I have been, and I apologize. I noticed that about now.
Darts.
Dynamite drop in there.
Goodness gracious.
Those broadcast schools really paying off. All right, let's see what Mike can do. A lot of 19s. Ooh, got a little wild there on the second one. He even looked over at himself. I don't know how you do that. That didn't make any sense.
You know, this is always to the right. Everybody looks to the right.
It's because that's where the TV camera is, Will.
I'm about to say, I don't know what's over there to the right. There's that somebody beautiful is over there to the right. I gotta tell you what. Is it Nick? As I saw him go, it's me in the background. That's funny.
You know what's great is that even when you try to kill his whole, like, optimistic personality completely, it's still there. And that's what warms my heart about Nick. You can't kill his optimism.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Speaking of which, guys, get excited because on Wednesday, while Mr. Will Stewart of USA Darts is traveling to Viva Las Vegas, we are going to have a king seat match with Mr. Nick Teixeira and I on the call. So we get to hear a lot of boom goes the dynamites like Mike Carter just got right there. Larry Key taking on, wait for it, Daryl Cortez from Texas.
Should be a
Gonna
good
be a
match there.
Heck of a battle there.
Yeah, I'm upset. Miss some good ones while I'm gone traveling and stuff. But yeah, you guys will take over the reins pretty nicely. Actually, Carly was asking if we're gonna bring a special guest in. I said, yeah, we got a special guest. Bring in Nick, man. He does a quality job behind the mic.
I feel special every now and again. It's the problems when you're a legend like Will Stewart, where you have to travel around and sign autographs. His hand cramps and everything. So I'm going to try to do him proud as we get a boom goes the dynamite. Right there, Mike Carter, ladies and gentlemen.
What a splash of commentary there. Fun fact, never signed an autograph. Don't think it's valuable if I did anyway, so why not? But I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to chiming in a little bit from Vegas, at least when I pull in with the old jet plane, as they say, and chiming in to see what you guys got on Wednesday night. So looking forward to it.
Will Stewart flies private jet, by the way.
Get the heck out of here.
That's just a legend.
Get out of here.
110%.
That's just an urban legend.
They actually throw me in the luggage area, and they just call it good. I got a few buddies that are TSA, so they just sneak me in.
That's the second legend of that. It's a private plane, but he gets thrown into the luggage bin. So technically both legends are true, just in different ways than you thought.
.56 here from Mike Carter, putting himself in a good spot here with the 19s still open. Brett's going to have to collect on a couple trip 15s. Not going to be the case. Does get a last start triple, so 4 mark there. Pulls him up to 600, but Mike Carter looks like he's going to pull off an 8-4 one here.
I still love how he first start goes points and then he attacks. I like that move. I like that route. Stays above 100 points. It makes Brett really unable to leave the 15s.
Look at this. Ryan says, so when can we expect you guys to see up at Whammo, wink, wink. That one is still kind of in talks. We're waiting to hear back on it for sure, but we'll be up there. USA Darts will be up there for June 17th through the 19th. They got a tournament up there near Milwaukee, so.
Isn't that in May, the Whammo?
Whammo's in May. It's 18th through the 22nd, I believe.
Yeah, which is...
Yeah, 18th through the 22nd. So, yeah, we're still waiting to hear back on that one, but, yeah, hopefully we'll see what happens. I think that there's a lot of action that happens at that Whammo. I heard it's the biggest state tournament in the country. I think they have like 260 plus on the boards.
I know, and I haven't been invited yet, so that's why I won't do that. I'm just kidding.
We haven't got confirmed yet, so that's why.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I won't complain yet.
It's only a 10-hour drive. So we see a 5.0 from Mike Carter.
It is now 8-4. Mike Carter 1 leg away. Brett will have to win the next 2 with the throw, and then we'll have to defend against Mike a couple of times on the throw as well. So a long road ahead for Brett, but he can do it. We've seen those darts before. Will the Minnesotan stay in the CSC Challenger Series?
Who do you guys got tomorrow?
Tomorrow's matchup for the Siege for To The Point streaming is the Fort Wayne Invasion. So we have 2 guys from Fort Wayne, both of which have been Fort Wayne City champions up there for Steel Tip. That's Bubby Oblonsky and Phil Garmeyer, and they're taking on one of my good friends and a guy who I think you met at the Booyah Cup, Mr. Jacob Cook. And he is thrown with our Schaefer rep, who, if he has been at a tournament where you've been at, you are good friends with him already, and that's Mr. Steve Price.
There we go. You guys can check that out tomorrow night on Indie Darts To The Point streaming on Facebook. It's another episode of The Siege.
I just blew you a kiss through our cameras there, bud. Thanks for all that little shout out there. I appreciate it.
It's a really good show. It's worth a shout out.
Yeah, why not? Why not? We get to hear enough about USA here and there, so why not give you guys some love there too? You guys do a good job with the. It's pretty cool seeing each week having people in-house playing rather than the virtual kind of thing. So.
Well, we enjoy it. We have a nice studio that we call the Castle, where we get set up and do that, and it's a lot of fun for us. We get to showcase a lot of different talent. Tomorrow's show is going to be a good talent, though. You got 4 guys that know what they're doing on a steel tip board. Jacob just made it through the top 4 in his division for the DPFL, so he's throwing pretty good. But guys, don't forget about the A to Z Dart of the Month, which is a brand new Devin Peterson range by his brand new sponsor, Shot Darts. Shot's in-house design team collaborated closely with the African warrior himself to create a spectacular darts range emulating a spear grip inspired by his homeland. Every month, A2ZDarts.com features a different top manufacturer found on their website, and for the entire month of April, you will receive a free Shot keychain with purchase of any Shot Devin Peterson barrels. Head on over to A to Z, click on the banner on the front page to check out the 360-degree spin view of the Greatness model.
Kudos to you on getting that one, because somebody may have forgotten. Oops, as though maybe you have forgotten as well. You can like and comment to get entered in to win the older version of Devin's darts. Actually, the Trinidad model, Type 2 soft tip dart, $90 value there. So like and comment to be entered in for that one.
And no problem, buddy. I just figured where we were at, and I was like, just gave me a huge shout out. I'm gonna do him a favor.
Good stuff. As we appreciate you in 240 strong here on all our platforms. Thank you very much for tuning in here to our CSC Challenger Series Division 1 this evening.
Let's see if Mike can pull out some magic again. Gonna need a lot of 15s here to get that done. He's taken a step back a couple of times, at a couple different points in this match, usually bigger points. And he's usually stepped back and been able to do what he needed to do. He's gonna move over here. And he gets another triple. Gets the point lead just by a scotch. Only 4 points, buddy.
Only 4 points, but 4 points sometimes can do a number. We'll see.
Not this time.
Yeah, not this time at all. Big 7 mark there.
Brett didn't even let you comment on it before he shut that down.
He said, nah, let's not get too far into this, buddy.
Guys, let us know who you're rooting for in the chat. We're down here at the end. It is 8-4. Brett Hollinday, Mike Carter. And it's about to be 8-5 if Brett can pull off 2 more bowls here. 3 more bowls. There's a double bull. One more. And there it is, a 4.75 from Mr. Brett Hollinday, as we now are on track to go the distance, 8-5. Brett will go first again in this leg, but once it becomes 8-6, Mike will go first. The next 2 legs that Brett wins in order to get us to a last leg decider.
Yeah, this one finishes up here.
We could see the greatest comeback in CSC Challenger Series history if he was able to bring it back from down 8-4. That's a lot of legs against the or on the spin here, bud.
Yeah, it is, but gonna have to do that if you want to stay in this tournament. Brett Hollinday. Should
Yep.
get some guy changing.
Yeah, that was weird.
Little mishap. Oh, there we go. He went ahead. Yeah, he went ahead and tapped it over. Maybe a little mistake there.
Yep. Well, hopefully it doesn't round off points. We've only seen that one other time. It was not fun.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that wouldn't be fun at all.
Skip Whitlock, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Skip, a local indie darter.
It's not all about Sean, Skip. No, I'm just kidding. No, he does do a great job.
Keep going.
Really appreciate you having my back and always being here alongside me, providing some good, valuable darts info to these fine people at home who watch this CSC Challenger Series. Definitely appreciate being alongside you.
Boom goes the dynamite from Mr. Brett Hollinday. Gets 3 in the bed on the 20. It's a little 180 action for us.
Yeah, I knew there was no chance of him switching on that one, as he's looking for everything he can get here to make this match interesting.
Yep, this is where you extend points as often as possible, right, bud?
Another one of those situations like we discussed earlier when you're got the bigger numbers or your opponent's got the bigger numbers, it could be just keep pointing, keep pointing, keep pointing. Well, he's down in the match right now by 3 legs. He needs to point, and keep pointing.
He gave Mike 17s. That's never a good decision, but it'll pay off for him this time. And of course, not saying that he had the decision there. He would have closed 17s if that last start would have gone in there. And he's going to try and close them now. There they go. And he gets 16s as well. Just a clinic here for Mr. Brett Holliday. Brett Holliday, sorry. 6.25 average.
He knows what he's got to do to stay in this match. Do we see a little clear out here on Mike's side of things?
Mike hit a lot of 15s. There go the 15s.
I'm talking on the how many people are around him.
I think that the league started, and that dispersed people around the sides. I think there's a lot of people still there. I just think that they've moved around a little bit. Yep.
Kind of spread out a little bit here, so.
Ooh, there's
not over there.
giant pool thing going on too. Looks like. Mike Carter looking to hit another bull or double bull here to get the point lead. Gets a double bull in there. 5 bowls for Mike, and of course he did. Now Brett has to get the point lead first. There it is. And now he can go bull. Uh-oh. Last start. Doesn't hit it. So Mike Carter, you go bulls the whole way again, bud?
Yeah, I mean, there's no real other play you can do. I mean, your opponent's got 3 houses on you. You got to go all bulls here and hope for a couple doubles. There's one. I'm surprised he didn't move over there with the placement of that one.
Yeah, so still just 2 darts away for Brett because he can hit a trip 20 to get to 320. He got rid of the bull first. Oh boy. He gets it on dart 3. We're all a little worried about that one. Gets it done.
We've certainly seen Mike pull some stuff out of his what towards the end of these matches to kind of win them. So yeah, I knew that if Brett left that one open, Mike was probably going to take it out. Is what you thought?
Yep. I don't think that there's any doubt in my mind that Mike Carter hits those 3 darts there. But Brett gets it done. He does what he needs to do with the throw. But now, here's where it gets challenging. He has to break the throw twice in a row from Mike Carter. Let's see if he gets it done. Oh boy. Mike hits the trip 19, but leaves open the 20s. It's almost as if Brett gets a chance to start here.
It has to be a little bit of that like adrenaline, knowing that you're on match point. That's the hardest leg to win, is the match point leg. Any other leg, easy as cake. In comparison to how hard it is to win that last one. I think that's what we're seeing is he's still throwing in the 5s. He's still throwing great, but that pressure is just mounting.
Mike just pegged the trip 20 after the trip 19. He's saying, what pressure right now, bud? Wow. I mean, 3, 2, 1. He counted down.
Well, I think this is starting to play on Mike's game, too. I think he's quickly going to try to start closing these numbers so that he can't point up. I think he understands, like, this guy's going to try to point me. And look at that. Nice 7 mark there from Brett.
He did not try to point him there. He kills the 19s. This is very aggressive play right now. Look at this from Mike Carter. Those 17s are almost automatic.
Nitty-gritty stuff here.
If Brett hits that first in the trip 18, he'll probably stay there for dart 2 before switching down to that trip 17. But he's taking his time to really think about this. He's got his plan. Stayed there for dart 2. And he does get the trip 8 or trip 17 on top of it. So well planned, great finish there for Brett. That's exactly what I thought he would. But Mike Carter, he thought he hit it too. Did you see him stop on his way to the line?
Yeah, and like I was saying, he's making these dangerous moves where he's taking these numbers when he's down by points. And, there's Brett just doing what he needs to go ahead and close him out.
A 6 mark here regains the lead, though, for Mike.
Exactly. That's the thing about it is it's a dangerous play for Brett. Look at this, Mike getting himself prepared here.
It's like Tom Brady has to go to the length of the field to score the winning touchdown here. And Mike Carter's Tom Brady tonight.
They're going to step over heavily. Look at this. Slides it right in. What does he do here? Does he step back over?
He just needs a single.
Just a single. Why just a single when you can get a triple?
Tom Brady got that touchdown, folks.
6-0, 6-0, 203, plays 170 here, 8-6. Mike Carter over Brett Hollinday.
Yep, and that might do it here. Mike Carter just 3 bowls away.
Well, here we go, folks. Just 1, 2, 3 needed. There's the double. Here it is, folks. Can he do it?
Got it done. Mike Carter gets it done, ladies and gentlemen. The Bullshooter Bar in Arizona cheering for their guy.
Good
well
stuff.
Done. A 5.5 in that last leg, bud.
Yeah, well done indeed. As you see some high fives, some good stuff going from the league players at Bull Shooters in Phoenix, Arizona. Congrats to Mr. Mike Carter, who advanced on to the next round. Top 6 match, to be exact, between Mr. Ram Guevara Jr. That should be a exciting one because Ram's a quality player out of the Houston area. Looking forward to seeing that one.
Yes, a couple of Southwest players, right? The
Yeah,
little
yeah.
Southwest battle. I like to see that. That's good to see.
Yeah, yeah, good to see. I mean, it's usually we got a heavy North presence with the Wisconsinites and some Michigan people as well. Up there. I think we've got the Florida people down in Southeast. But yeah, nice to see a little Southwest battle. We'll see what happens there.
Well, buddy, the next time that I'm going to be talking to you, we'll be in person in Las Vegas. Well, I'm sure we'll talk on the phone and through text and stuff like that beforehand, but because I'll have so many questions. But um, no, man, I'm excited, dude. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, like playing out the handshake hug there. Don't know what we're gonna do, whatever. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun. Get me some guys, some coverage of NDA Team Dart 2022 there. Coming up, well, Thursday we'll be setting up. Friday we'll be bringing you the coverage here, 10 a.m. Pacific time. What'd you say? 1 p.m. there Eastern.
Yeah,
So
Eastern 1 p.m.
yeah,
Woo.
should be entertaining stuff. But don't forget, Wednesday night we have another amazing matchup here for the CSC Challenger Series. I say we, you guys have an amazing matchup. You and Nick. I'll be landing the old jet plane in Vegas, so to kind of get things started and get things rolling with the setup and stuff like that. So should be an
Yeah,
entertaining match here. You guys got Larry Keith, and who?
a
Yes.
fantastic matchup. Both these guys are the top two averages in the CSC. It is the King Seat match for Division Two. The winner is guaranteed winning over $1,200. Uh, the loser is guaranteed at least $1,000. So they're playing for a lot of money. $2,500 first place prize for Division Two, and either of these guys, it's gonna be a heavyweight bout for sure on Wednesday night. I'm sad you're gonna miss it, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you
mean,
are.
I get to play at least a little bit, so I'm not be sad.
Hey! There we go. No, I'm looking forward to it. You guys do a wonderful job together. You guys do some great commentary, you and Nick. So as always, looking forward to seeing the show from you guys when I land. So looking forward to that one, as you all should at home as well. But yeah, what else can we say here? Mike Carter pulling out the good stuff to win this one. What was that? A 9-6 score line that we just saw there. It was really I mean, it was actually a little bit closer than that. I mean, there was
Oh yeah,
no reason that one couldn't have went 9-8. I think it was just some really at the back end of those matches, Mike just putting in the darts that he had to win.
yeah. The double bull, double 15, double bull shot definitely sticks with me. That was just the fourth leg, right? It's crazy to think back. That's how long ago that was. But Mike Carter, impressive performance. Brett Holliday, Hollinday, do not forget that name because he's going to be on the scene and doing some good stuff here in the future. Fantastic shot.
Yeah, you aren't fantastic shot if you don't take top 8 in this thing. I mean, look
Right.
at that. I mean, that does justice right there. Just saying that. So good stuff from Brett indeed. But he will bow out of this tournament. Mike Carter will take on Ram Rivera next. We look forward to that one, as you guys should as well. But that's going to do it for us, folks, here this evening, this Monday evening here at the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Thanks for joining us. We certainly appreciate it. From William Stewart, Sean Green, and Nick Teixeira, we will see you guys next time. Take care.
Have a good one, guys.